Welcome to Galena Sports Live, everyone. My name's Cooper Grand, alongside my partner Cole Grand, and I'm sitting at the scene of Week 6 Friday Night Light action. And tonight, Parsons comes in to take on the Galena Bulldogs. Galena comes into this one 3-2 on a two-game win streak last week with a 52-14 win against Baxter that they impressed in, and also 36-22 the week prior to that against Columbus, which they've been playing their best football they have all season. On the other side, Parsons Vikings comes into this one 5-0. Big win last week versus Riverton, won 62-7, and they're gonna have a tough one on their hands tonight. Galena Sports Live pregame is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the four states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So, Galena last week saw a lot of production coming from other guys. Chase Cottrell with the late 67-yard touchdown run in the game. Definitely a bright spot, as there was quite a bit of other bright spots in last week's games. Also, Tyson Garrison saw some carries from the backfield, and he was a huge factor on defense with a fumble recovery and two interceptions. Another guy getting some carries and a reception were Hayden Qualls. He was very productive, which gives the coach a lot of different play calls he can call from that playbook, knowing that he has a couple other guys other than Tyler Little and Zane Turner out there to be playmakers for his team, which will be huge for tonight. If you can get more than just Tyler Little and Zane Turner making plays, that would be
Well, tonight
huge.
actually, um, we saw Dawson Mooney warming up, so that might mean he's coming back this game. And if he's coming back, we're back to that triple threat that we had the week one.
Yeah, certainly won't they won't be using him 100%. They'll kind of ease him back into this offense, so we'll probably only see him on the offensive side of the ball. But good news for Bulldogs fans is we have 3 weeks left in the regular season, including this game. But certainly a good thing to look forward to. Hopefully, Galena can finish their season strong and head into postseason play with a quite a bit of momentum. But last week, like I was talking about, using different players, 6 different players had rushing attempts, and there were also 6 different players that had receiving attempts. So, kind of like we were hitting on last week, are they going to try and preserve Zane Turner, which they did? He only had 12 rushing attempts last week. So, we saw a little less usage from him, which is good. Everybody knows what Zane Turner can do, but it's also good to know there's some other guys here that can do some damage too from the backfield and from lining up outside. So last week, Galena 179 yards passing, which is the most they've had all year, and 293 yards rushing, which has been their strong suit all year. And I'm guessing we're gonna see quite a bit of running tonight as they face a better Parsons team coming in here. They're gonna be a lot more physical, and they're gonna match up a lot better. So it's gonna be a physical game, and Galena's gonna have to take that to Parsons if they want to walk away with the victory tonight. So, what are a couple of your thoughts on Galena, Cole?
Yeah, I definitely see coming into this game. Last game, the coaches were experimenting with new plays and utilizing Tyler Little, Zane Turner, every single player in different ways, being able to preserve their the star players that have shown out, Tyler Little and Zane Turner. And I think coming into this game, not even just the players being utilized, but using these new plays, these new passing plays that they were using before. Oh, it looks like.
Yeah, and they can use those two guys as decoys too to get some other targets open.
Yeah, especially just adding mix up to the offense so that it's not as predictable.
So we're gonna turn this over to the PA announcer as we do the national anthem here. So we'll be back here shortly to talk more on the pregame.
The national anthem. Continent wide, but so proudly we hail, and the twilight's last gleam, stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. On the red and white we walk, where some gallantly streaming, and rockets like the through the night, that our flag was still there. Safety does that stars fade on. When the land of the and the home of the brave. Great job, Carl. And this time you like to invite the spirit line.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone, to Galena Sports Live. We're going to take a quick commercial timeout, and we'll be back here more to talk about impact players to the game tonight.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four-states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, everyone. A little bit of a windy one here as they're announcing the starting lineups. We'll get to that a little bit later, but Galena Sports Live pregame is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the four states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So we're going to get to some key plays for Galena as Tyler Little starting off with him. Last week, 4 receptions, 140 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was tremendous as he had 2 amazing catches where he jumped over multiple defensive backs and came down with the ball and then was able to get in the end zone twice. Also on the defensive side, had a fumble recovery and 5 tackles. The last 2 weeks, Tyler Little's looked the best he has all season as he's just been the man on the field basically.
Zane Turner last game definitely, he was throwing the ball more, and Tyler Little with his height and size was able just to be able to control that ball a lot more in the passing game. He's definitely shows out a lot more with the passing, so I'm excited to see if they decide to throw it more.
Yeah, he seemed a lot more confident in the pocket certainly, and his passes seemed more accurate. He's been rolling out of the pocket and finding his guys on the run, which he's been able to do more efficiently recently. Last week, he was 8 of 13 on passing for 174 yards and 2 touchdowns. Did throw 1 interception, but didn't turn out to be anything. Still very efficient. And also on the ground, his 5th 100-yard rushing game last week. 12 attempts, 131 yards, and 3 touchdowns. So a little bit over 10 yards a carry for him last week, which is certainly great. As you can see on your screen, the Galena's taking the field now, so we're just about 5 minutes from kickoff here. We'll get to a couple more key players. Next key player I wanted to hit on was Tyson Garrison last week. Fumble recovery and 2 interceptions in the second quarter alone, and then 2 tackles. Currently heading into week 6, he leads the team with 3 interceptions on the year, and then he was able on the offensive side to rush the ball 6 times for 25 yards, showing he's able to do that along with Hayden Claus. And they have four legit threats last week, and this week they get Dawson Mooney back. So not sure what his usage will be like this week, but certainly something to keep your eye peeled for. And then he got a 2-point conversion with a pass from Zane Turner last week. And the last thing I wanted to hit on, it's not a player, but the entire defensive line, Kobe Myers, Ty Hall, Isaiah Dunaway, and Keldon Serrano, huge plays the last 2 weeks. Getting quarterback pressures in the last week, they had 12 tackles for the whole last week. They were basically a force. The stats don't really show for what they did last week is they're getting their hands up, making it hard for the quarterback all night. And so we're just about 3.5 minutes from kickoff. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with keys to the game and starting lineups here on Galena Sports Live.
Farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, everyone. Galena Sports Live pregame is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So they're getting the coin toss going right now. The Galena captains tonight are Kobe Myers, number 68, number 5, Dawson Mooney. Great to see him back out there. Number 11, Tyler Little, and number 71, Isaiah Dunaway. So they're going to get the coin flip going, but we're going to get to some keys to the game here before we get kickoff underway. So first thing for Galena is they got to play physical, Cole. Establishing the run game that can open up that passing game that they showed last week. And when they're able to run the ball and pass the ball well, they're a much better team because it makes them a lot harder to guard, and it makes it even harder that Zane Turner can roll out of the pocket. And if they think he's going to pass it and the DB keeps following the wide receiver, then it'll open up a big hole for Zane Turner. And if he gets space, he can do quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, just him having the option and the threat of them knowing that he can pass the ball now is just enough to throw off the game planning for Parsons altogether.
Right.
Yeah, if they come into this game after week 1 and 2, they would have said, okay, we're just going to look out for the run. But now they have to look out for the pass as well, especially with Dawson Mooney being back. You also have the run even more opened up while also maybe having more dump-off passes. I don't know. We'll see tonight.
Yeah, and those running backs, too, they've proven they don't just run the ball. They can also catch receptions, too. Like Garrison certainly can catch the ball, and we saw it on the defensive side of the ball. He picked off 2 of them. So good things for the offense. And the defensive line, like last week, just being complete hounds, getting off the blocks quick, and then not giving the quarterback much room at all. Can't roll out of the pocket, and then they're getting there so quick that it's not even giving the other team's wide receivers routes time to develop. So that's certainly a good thing for Galena. But the biggest thing for Galena, I believe, tonight is last week their penalties. They had 9 penalties for 105 yards. So they can't pick up that many penalty yards against as good of a team as Parsons is. So what do you think? I think they're just going to have to keep those limited tonight. And
Yeah, especially because both these teams, the 2 teams they played, that they've both played, the 2 similar teams is Riverton and Baxter, and both were about pretty close to the same scores there. So it should be a pretty even matchup coming in, especially because this Parsons offense have shown to be tremendous this season so far. Their quarterback has thrown for 1,026 yards and 18 passing touchdowns, while their wide receiver one, Jesse Jones, has 9 receiving touchdowns, averages 92.6 receiving yards per game, and has 463 on the season. And then on the running side of the ball, they also have Jamario Washington, who's rushed for 600 yards this season and 9 touchdowns.
Yeah,
So their defense is definitely going to have to step up their game this season because coming from Baxter, it's a whole different ball game coming in.
Yeah, and it's not just one or two guys that hurt you. I mean, they have their quarterback. They have 2 or 3 legit wide receivers that can hurt you. And then their running back's been averaging over 100 yards a game. So pretty versatile all around. I don't think they've quite played the same strength of schedule as Galena, but we certainly have a good one on our hands tonight as the Vikings won the toss and deferred, so Galena will get the ball first. Parsons will get it out of half, so we're just about set to get underway here in Galena. So kicking it off for Parsons, number 16, Jace Quern, as he kicks this one. As it bounces, hits off Garrison's leg, fielded at the 15-yard line. And he's not going to get many yards there. Tyson Garrison's brought down right where he fields it. Might have had a little more there if didn't hit off his knee originally, but that's going to bring out the Bulldog offense, and we're going to get our first look at Dawson Mooney back in the offense since week 2. So that'll definitely be something to keep our eye on all game, is Dawson Mooney.
Yeah, especially him being in, they've made some changes to their offense in his absence. So it's exciting to see what, him coming back is going to change and how his game's going to change coming in. Maybe Coach Sorwinski has a whole different game plan with having Dawson Mooney now when they didn't have him the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and he's certainly a great player, but he's also a great leader. And when he's out on that field, good things are going to happen. I mean, he's able to morale the guys and knows he's there when they need it in the big time, and he gets the first carry of the game as he brings this one up to the 20-yard line for a 5-yard gain. Make that 6. So he gets the first carry of the game. That's great to see there. And so Mooney will line up in the backfield to the left of Tyler Little or Zane Turner, but they motion Little. And Zane Turner's, he brings that one up to near the 30-yard line, and they're going to signal move the chain. So Bulldog first down. So great sign there, Galena. 2 runs and pick up the first down. Dangerous. Mooney doesn't have much room there. Might have fought his way back to the line of scrimmage. So it's not gonna gain any there. That's gonna bring up 2nd and 10. What do you think Galena's gonna be looking to do here, Cole?
Well, I mean, right now they're going with the win, so a pass wouldn't even look that bad. It's just about if they're wanting to take that risk or not.
Yeah, I mean,
they're feeling comfortable.
Zane Turner's out wide, but Tyler Little's taking the direct snap, and he doesn't have much at all there. He's brought down at the 40 or the 32, so picks up 2 on the play. So it's going to be a huge 3rd down and 8 here for Galena early in the game as they're at their own 31. So this is where Galena's been effective with the passing. We'll see if they elect to do it here. Maybe they get Dawson Mooney involved in the passing.
Yeah, you would think, but looks like there was some confusion on the field.
And Galena is going to call their first time out of the game. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here shortly with a 3rd down and 8 for Galena.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, everyone. We'll see here what Coach Sarwinski drew up in the timeouts. They had a little bit of confusion there that forced them to call a timeout on their first drive of the game. So they're going to motion Tyler Little, and he's going to pick up a block as Zane Turner's rolling, still looking, and he gets hit hard as there wasn't much at all there. So pick up of 2 there brings up 4th down and 6.
It's definitely a tough one coming in because Tyler Little, he's really good with the block, but he's also really good with the passing. So when you send him out to receive the ball on a pass, you know that you're running the risk of losing, one of your best lead blockers.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Zane Turner tried to get to the outside there, and there wasn't much at all, but he punts that one away, and brought down by Devin Hetty. Punt returner was Makai Ball there. So Galena can't get anything there on the first drive. That's going to bring out Trey Mack, for the Parsons quarterback, and he's going to start this drive at his own 49-yard line. So this is one of the biggest things of the game, how that Galena defense is going to slow down Trey Mack, and certainly starts with that defensive line. If they're able to get in there and get pressure on him, then it'll be a great night for Galena.
Yeah, one thing we were talking about, Cooper, though, is, the D-line, they want to get in there and disrupt Trey Mack, but they also need to be watching for the contain of the running back because they've shown that they can do both. They can pass and run. And I don't think we've quite faced the team yet. I mean, maybe Girard, but a team that is so efficient in both the passing and running game.
Yeah, and it's a little bit windy here tonight, so maybe that wind could affect Trey Mack's throwing a little bit. But
yeah, he's going against the wind right now.
We haven't seen any passes tonight, so we don't quite know how much the wind's going to play a factor in the throws. Certainly it will in the deep balls, but Trey Mack's going to drop back and throw as he finds his guy. Pass complete to number 18, J.J. Kendrick. Brings it up to the 35. Yeah, and Galena's their defense, when their defense does well, that ignites the offense. Like they say, defense turns to offense, but the momentum on defense certainly plays a huge factor in the offense, as that one's going to be thrown out of bounds by Trey Mack. Zane Turner in coverage.
Yeah, away.
Yeah. Wide receiver didn't have as much time to develop his route there, so kind of forced an inaccurate throw as he was just breaking right. So Parsons lines up with 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side, and Galena jumps off sides there.
That's 5-yard penalty, 2nd down and 5.
Just like you were saying, Cooper, those are the exact kind of penalties we're not looking for these games. You really can't sacrifice any yards when a team of this caliber.
Yeah, and Parsons will pick up yards in chunks, so pushing them back to holding them at a 2nd and 10 there is huge. I mean, now a 2nd and 5 is a lot more manageable, as they can run it or they can pass it, and they're going to elect to pass it here off in the behind the yard line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. So 3rd down and 5 from the Galena 31-yard line.
with that's a pass you definitely practice a lot. At practice, just the turn and throw
Yeah.
over there. The wind probably more so likely played a factor in there throwing his pass off.
And this is something that's most likely going to be four-down territory, so I could see him running the ball here even. I mean, they line up 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side, and they're going to throw it. Intended receiver slips. Tyson and Garrison in coverage. So it brings up a 4th down and 5. We'll see if they keep the offense on the field or if they want to kick the field goal.
With them going against the win, I doubt that they kick the field goal.
Yeah. So they're going to keep the offense on the field as they've thrown the ball 3 consecutive times. I don't think we've seen a run yet, Cole. So
we did see one. The very first play was a run play with their running back, and he picked up a solid 4 yards, I thought, 4 or 5.
And they hand that one off and brought down in the backfield by Kobe Myers. Huge tackle there by Kobe Myers. Forced a turnover on downs and brings the Galena offense back out onto the field.
That's exactly what we were looking for right there.
Yeah, huge tackle there by Kobe Myers. He's been huge the last 2 games, and he's bringing that into tonight's game. So hopefully that turnover on downs there can get the Galena offense jump started. As they're going to have Zane Turner take the direct snap. Tyler Little looking to pick up a block. They're going to throw a flag back at the 30-yard line, so we'll wait and see what that flag is. But so holding, that's going to push Galena back 10 yards. So
with the inefficiency of Galena's last drive, I wonder if they're going to try to go for more passes. I know they went for 1, but it was the Zane Turner taking it to the outside. That they run that play quite a bit. I'm sure if Parsons watched any kind of film, they knew that play was coming. So I wonder if they could try any traditional type pass plays coming up, especially with them being 10 yards back.
Yeah. And Galena likes to, doesn't look like they're going to do it here as they line up 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side, Little being at the near side. And Dawson Mooney takes this one, spins off a tackle and brings it down up to the 25-yard line, it looks like. So that'll be good for a...
Man, Dawson Mooney coming out and just running the ball like he was never just injured last week.
Yeah, he's running the ball really hard and showing a lot of power in it too. Doesn't look like he missed a beat at all.
No, he ran straight into them. No fear at all.
And this is certainly a great game to get Dawson Mooney back for because it's arguably one of the biggest games of the year for Galena. As Zane Turner's going to hand off to Dawson Mooney, trying to bounce it outside, but nothing there. So swarmed by defenders and dropped at the... He's going to be dropped for a loss of 2 or 3 there. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 18 at the Galena 25-yard line. So you would think this is going to be a pass coming here, Cole.
You would hope. I mean, with them being down so many yards, I would have assumed they already be passing it. But, I mean, their run game has been efficient for them all year. And there's been times that Zane Turner will just take it for...
Turner's going to roll out, throw it up, looking for his guy, Little. Little comes down with it at the 50-yard line, goes up and gets it. Even though there's a Parsons defender there, he still comes down with it, and that's what we've been seeing out of him the last 2 weeks. Huge play after huge play by Tyler Little, and that was certainly a big one as it brings the Bulldogs into Parsons territory.
All you have to do is get near Tyler Little, and it's caught.
Yeah, that wind didn't play much of a factor there. So Tyler Little takes this one directly up the middle, finds a little bit of a hole, and a good pickup on 1st down. Looks like they're going to mark him for about 6 or 7 there. So 2nd down and 4, very manageable. So we'll see if they get Dawson Mooney another look here as he's been running hard already. They're going to line up with Hayden Qualls to the near side and Brody McNemar to the far side, and we got a timeout on the field, I believe. Parsons is going to take their first charge timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Parsons called a timeout there as they wanted to talk a couple things over on defense after that huge Tyler Little catch. And Zane Turner hands it off to Mooney. Hit right as soon as he got it in the backfield at the 45-yard line. So they lose 2 there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Or, correction, 3rd down and 6.
Going down to 6 for the Bulldogs.
So Tyler Little lines up farthest to the near side. They have trips to the near side. Zane Turner rolls out right. Looking, and he's not going to get there. There's a late flag that comes in. So we'll see what it is. So horse collar, and that'll be automatic first down on that horse collar. So just what Galena needed to keep this drive going. So they'll move those chains up as we have 3:58 here to play in the first quarter. No score yet. Galena driving.
Push it in for the Bulldogs.
So Galena's been a lot more. They haven't exactly been efficient. They've had some good runs, and then that Tyler Little catch, as they're gonna toss it to Dawson Mooney here. Not much at all there again. Parsons all over that run when they're trying to get it outside and try and set the edge, but the last 2 or 3 plays, there hasn't been much there, and they've lost a couple or barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it makes me wonder why they're still attempting runs. In my opinion, what I would do is, start experimenting with new pass plays or even new running plays to try to break the line a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we'll see here as they're gonna have Dawson Mooney and Tyler Little in the backfield with Zane Turner. Zane Turner's gonna run it, finds a hole, and he's gonna have a good chunk of yardage there.
I mean, you can't argue with that.
No, that was a good run. Pickup of 5 or 6. So brings up a 3rd down and 6. Last 3rd down and 6, they had got a horse collar called to keep the drive going. And I can see Galena running it here to try and pick up a little bit and then make it a more manageable 4th down as Zane Turner's trying to get the edge. And a flag comes in late.
Should pick up a couple runs. Wait to call it officials.
So they're going to call it on Galena. And Galena will replay 3rd down as So a costly penalty there by Galena. Their second of the game so far. And Zane Turner's going to roll out right. Tyler Little with a great block. Zane Turner brings it down to the 33-yard line where he's brought down.
Parsons is a pretty big team, and Tyler Little still looks like
He looks like the guy
man
out there
among
right
boys.
now.
You know, he's just out there. He still runs through them, even though they're big players.
Yeah, he has no fear. I mean,
He's just an athlete.
yeah, he really does anything coach wants him to do. As they're going for it, Zane Turner rolling out right, looking, and is going to throw that one out of bounds. So pass falls incomplete on 4th and 14, and that'll be a turnover on downs for Galena. So Galena turns it over on downs in Parsons territory at their 31 with 1:55 to play. No score yet, but Trey Mack of the Vikings comes back out on the field, seeing if he can get anything going for his team. And last drive, a huge sack by Kobe Myers, or a huge tackle on fourth down by Kobe Myers, caused the turnover on downs there. So, and handoff goes to Jesse Jones as he's going down the sideline. Qualls diving for the tackle and cannot get him. So Parsons is going to go into the end zone for a 69-yard touchdown on their first play of the drive. So Parsons gets on the scoreboard first with 1:42 to play in the first quarter. And now 6-0 pending the PAT. And on to kick the PAT is number 16, Jace Quern. And Quern's PAT is up and good. So Parsons leads 7-0 with 1:42 to play here in the first quarter. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back here shortly with Galena to receive the kick.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the States area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So a 69-yard touchdown by Jesse Jones gets the Vikings on the scoreboard first, and Galena is going to have a chance to strike back here in a moment. So the Bulldogs have Tyson Garrison, Zane Turner, and Hayden Qualls back deep to receive. Kicking it away for the Vikings is Jace Quern, and Turner's going to field this one, bring it up to the 30s. Still on his feet and thrown out of bounds at the 32, and they're going to throw a penalty. So that'll tack 15 yards onto that one. So Galena will start their drive at the 47-yard line.
Yeah,
So,
coming into this, Galena's definitely looking to change something up here.
yeah, and that's exactly what Galena needed, a good return, and then they got a unnecessary roughness at the end of that, so it starts them with good field position. And Dawson Mooney's going to take the first one. Almost got pulled down, able to get 2 or 3 more. Relentless run. Picks up 6 on the play.
6-yard carry.
So we'll see this drive if they try and get a little bit more passing involved. They've had 2 pass attempts, one of them being complete to Tyler Little. And this handoff goes to Dawson Mooney. No room there. He's going to lose 1 or 2 on the play, as the defense read that the whole way. Oh, that loss of 1 on the play, I believe.
36.
So 3rd down and 6 to go at the Galena 49. They got Brody McNemar lined up out to the far side. Zane Turner in the backfield, rolling left, still surveying, looking, now throwing, and that pass is incomplete, out of bounds. Pass intended for Tyson Garrison.
And going to bring up 4th down.
So 4th down and 6. We'll see if they're going to punt here. It's not going to bring us to the end of the first. So we have 12.4 seconds to play in the first quarter here. And Galena's just going to punt this one away. The man back deep for Parsons to receive is Jesse Jones. Punt fielded at the 17 by Jesse Jones. Brings it out across the 40 where he dives. You're going to mark him down at the 38. So here comes the Parsons offense and Trey Mack. Last drive didn't have to do much, but this is where Galena needs a huge stop here to keep it a 1-possession game and hope Galena can get on the scoreboard, get the ball back. Interception would be huge. Some kind of turnover here that would provide a lot of momentum to that offense. Trey Mack's going to drop back. He's going to throw, and pass is complete and pushed out of bounds by Chase Cottrell there. Pass was complete to J.J. Kendrick. So that'll be the end of the first quarter here in Galena. Parsons leads 7-0. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So after the 17-yard completion to J.J. Kendrick, brings up a 1st and 10 for Parsons as they bring it into Galena territory to end that first quarter. And they're going to toss it outside. It's going to have the first down and 1 or 2 more. Ball carrier on the play was number 22, Jamarion Washington.
Parsons did a great job of, my apologies. Parsons did a great job with the blocks there. Number 74 had an almost perfect block for him to get. So I was wondering how he was.
Opportunity for Galena to push him back. So a timeout by Parsons there. So we'll take another break and be back here shortly on Galena Sports Live. Hold on. There we go. Coach got a little bit scared and just went ahead and called a timeout, so it didn't back him up to 1st and 20. So Mac tosses it outside. Ty Hall's out there. Zane Turner's still there. And Jones is still looking for a hole, but he's going to lose a yard or a couple yards. As there was a couple guys out there initially. Ty Hall trying to bring him down. That would have been a loss of 7 or 8, but Casey Hopkins eventually brought him down for a loss of 4 or 5.
Yeah, Ty Hall did a great job breaking the block, not giving him the full open field to run that ball. Yeah, he didn't get the tackle, but I mean, he definitely saved a lot of yards there by getting there.
Yeah, and he gave his team time to get there and help make the tackle. Mac drops back, finds his guy, and nice tackle there by Tyson Garrison. Pass complete to number 11, Davis West. So brings up a 3rd down and 11. Huge chance for Galena here. This is where that defensive line needs to get in there and make it hard for Trey Mack, just like we were talking about in the pregame. So we'll see if one of those guys on the D line, Isaiah Dunaway, Ty Hall, Keldon Serrano, or Kobe Myers can get in there. Trey Mack looking, throwing, and passes low, and they're going to call it complete. So pass a little bit low, but I can't see the number out there quite. Does that say number 10, Cole?
Yeah, it's number 10.
Yeah, say number 10, Jesse Jones. Been a huge factor already in this game, but
It's been a whole factor on their whole season with 463 total yards.
yeah, so they're going to have to figure something out here soon. So 1st down at Galena 26-yard line. Washington, not much there. Devin Hetty, Tyler Little, and Ty Hall were in on that one. So a team effort there. No gain or pickup of 2 on the play, it looks like. So they'll break the huddle and line up with 2 wide receivers to the far side, 3 to the near side, empty set, and they're going to motion Washington to the backfield where he's going to take the handoff, and it looks like he's got the 1st down there. So the 1st down is going to bring him down to the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 from Galena 14, and Galena needs something here. They need a stand from that defense, and they're very capable of it. And the handoff goes to Washington. A flag thrown. So a legal shift was the call there. So that's going to back him up 5 yards, bring up a 1st and 15. And Jamarion Washington lined up right behind Trey Mack. Mack throwing, and Kobe Myers there to break that one up, gets his hands in the face and bats that one down. Great play by Kobe Myers there, able to disrupt passes. And if the Bulldogs want to slow this offense down, it's certainly got to start with that defensive line. So 2 receivers to the far side. The pitch goes to Jamarion Washington. And still running, gets near the 1st down marker. He dragged a couple defenders there. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. So the handoff goes to Washington again, and he's marked down at the 2-yard line there. So 2nd and goal. Or it'll be a 1st down, but 1st and goal from the 3. Washington with the handoff again. Tyler Little making the initial hit. And short. So 2nd down from the 1. And Vikings motion a man, and the QB sneak it. And the VAR referee is going to mark it short. So big stop again by that defensive line, playing very physical. So 3rd down and goal from the Bulldog 1. 5:28 to play here in the 1st half. Handoff up the middle, and they're going to mark him in. So that'll be the Vikings' 2nd touchdown of the game. As that touchdown went up the middle to number 32, Chris Beard. So that puts Parsons on top 13-0 with 5:11 to play in the 1st half, pending the PAT. Jace Quern, extra point is no good. So 5:11 to play in the 1st half. Parsons leads 13-0. Galena will receive the ball once we get back from commercial.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, everyone. Parsons scores with the 1-yard handoff up the middle to Chris Beard. Puts them up 13-0 in the first half. So Galena's going to get the ball back and see if they can answer back. Zane Turner, Tyson Garrison, and Hayden Qualls back deep. This one's kicked shallow, fielded at the 25 by Brody McNeemer. So last possession, Bulldog Galena had a great field positioning to start the drive. Couldn't get anything out of it, but they have 5 minutes to work with here until half. So we'll see if they can get a little bit of running going, and then hopefully we'll see some more passing here. Try and open that up a little bit too. Get the Parsons defense guessing a little more.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely an important drive for Galena with Parsons receiving the ball coming into half.
Yeah, huge thing is Mooney takes this one up the middle, and he dives for the 40s, close to it. They're going to mark him down at the 39, so good for a gain of 3, maybe 4. So give him 4 there. And this Bulldog offense just, if they can get Zane Turner out in space, that'd be exactly what they've been looking for all night. Tyler Littles will take this one up to the 45-yard line, near the first down marker. It would be about a yard short, so it'll bring up a short 3rd down and 1 for Galena here. As that was a big physical run by Tyler Little, and Parsons has some pretty physical dudes up front too.
Yeah, for sure.
So Casey Hopkins in the backfield with Tyler Little and Dawson Mooney. I think Hopkins with a good block there allowed Mooney to get the first down, so that'll move the chains. And Cole, I like when they put Hopkins back there in the backfield, especially if it's going to be a passing down. Great pass blocker, and you're able to send another running back out wide. It's another threat they have to worry about. So they have him in the backfield once again here, as it's same formation. This one goes to Dawson Mooney up the middle, first down and 1 or 2 more. Brought down at the 42-yard line.
I mean, you're right, Coop. They were definitely looking for something new to mix it up.
Yeah.
Not having him before, it was kind of getting stale, and the Parsons was able to guess. But now with an added-on blocker, it adds just more to the mix, and it's working. So
Yeah, we saw it a couple times last week, and then the week before that, and I think we're going to see some more of that. It's in there again. This one will go to Mooney and picks up 5 on the play, it looks like. They're going to give him 4. So 2:46 to play here in the first half. Galena at the Parsons 41-yard line. Crucial drive here to make it a 1-score game before half. Tyler Little takes this one up the middle, down near the 30-yard line, and they're going to move the chains. So a Bulldog first down. So this is the first drive we've really seen them be able to run the ball consistently without getting backed up by penalties or getting hit in the backfield on 1st and 10 and making it harder. So,
Yeah, well, with Casey Hopkins blocking now for him, it's just getting those running backs just past the D line, giving them that open space to be able to gain more yards than they were before.
yeah, and Mooney's just kind of following Hopkins, but there, the right side of that D line was able to just bust through, and not much at all for Mooney. So Mooney, he's just been following that lead blocker and been able to find some holes to get some yards, but that one, not much there.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't ready for that one. That defensive lineman just kind of broke through and blew up one of the offensive linemen, just got past him. The hole was there, just
That one will go to Mooney too. Tries to bounce it outside and pick up a 1 or 2 there. So gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 10 for Galena here. Haven't seen a pass play this drive. Think maybe we'll see it now, but you never know. I mean, it's certainly going to be 4 down territory. 57 seconds to play.
yeah, they'll definitely take the 4th down.
So Galena still has 2 timeouts. So they're going to throw it. Garrison just out of the reach of him. He had him open, but just overthrew him. That would have been a huge gain there if Garrison was a couple more yards upfield, but
Yeah, he must have misjudged the trajectory there with him throwing against the wind now, just switching sides. Also, you know, he doesn't have that much experience with these kind of games, with this being the first time or the first season where he's been the starting QB. He hasn't had.
yeah, this has been the first game that conditions have really had a factor. Most of the games earlier in the season, they have been pretty
Beautiful
calm
days,
winds
yeah.
and about 75 out, but getting closer to November, so you never know what's going to happen in Kansas, though. But timeout by Galena, 46 seconds to play here in the first half, so we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Galena has a 4th down and 10 on their hands from the Parsons 30-yard line. So they had last play on 3rd and 10, they had Tyson Garrison open, but just overthrown a bit. Or they would have been looking at a 15 yards to go. So Mooney in the backfield, Little motioning from right to left. And Turner rolling out, Little not there, throwing, up for grabs, and pass batted down by the Vikings defense there. St. Turner wanted Little there as Little ran in motion, like we've seen quite a bit of times this year where he runs right to left in motion, but Parsons' defense was all over that, and then Turner just looked back the other way and threw it deep where he was lucky it wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, Parsons' D line definitely broke through there, didn't give him much time. With there being such little time and Parsons getting it coming out of half, he knew he just needed to maybe develop something, so he kind of just threw a Hail Mary to Tyson Garrison, hoping for something.
Yeah, so Parsons is going to kneel this. And it's going to be a...
Yeah, so it looks like they're probably just going to take us into half or maybe go for one more Hail Mary.
They're just going to... They might just let the time run out here.
I would think so. You never know.
You're going to snap it and just kneel it down. So that'll take us to half. Parsons leads Galena 13-0 as we head to the half. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with a performance by the GHS dance team.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility.
The GHS dance team members are Jolena Evans, Emily Heisley, Pacey Clifford, Lorelai Thomason, Lily Davis, Morgan Strong, Marley Shoemaker, and Bella Davis. Let's begin. Can't tell me nothing. Can't nothing hold me down. Now watch my show. Dream time. Now, baby, take me from the game before replace me. My life's a movie, call me Martin Scorsese. I don't care that if you love your head, like now, baby. Can't nothing hold me down. I'm gonna touch the sky. Oh, can't tell me nothing. Baby, you gotta go on the fly. Oh, can't nothing hold me down. I'm gonna touch the sky. Now watch me shut this thing.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live. Halftime show is presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So we're going to recap the first half a little bit, what we liked, what we didn't like as much, but I just wanted to start with the Galena offense was a little bit streaky in the first half, unable to get on the scoreboard, but That last possession we saw, they were able to run the ball until they got it down to about the 30. Then that Parsons defense stiffened up, where the Parsons defense is one of the bigger defenses Galena's seen all year, pretty close to Girard, I would say. But
Yeah, I mean, coming into this, you can definitely tell that Parsons going to be here. We're going to have two guys there. They're definitely doing a good job of covering Tyler Little and covering the pass that Galena has developed. With us being such a newly developing passing team, we're not the most fluent yet. We don't have that many passing plays
right,
to like in our playbook. Or I mean, we probably have some, but not perfected, practice perfect, right? So then the run game, we have a strong run game. They know, they're getting used to it. They're seeing that they know that we're gonna run it. Okay, we added in Casey Hopkins. He comes in. It started to work for us coming down, but then Parsons did it.
it just took that one play where it was a gain of 0 or a loss of 1 or 2, and then Parsons was able to predict another run. But like you were talking about a little bit ago, how they studied film really good. We saw one of those plays where Galena likes to motion Tyler Little from right to left, and then Turner rolls out left looking for Little, and Parsons had that all covered, which it was the 4th down and 10 from the 30 to end that basically took us into the halftime,
Yeah,
and it just forced him to throw it down the field, and there wasn't anything there. There was two corners in coverage, but going forward, I think that if Galena can get Tyler Little lined up out wide and just throw the ball up to him, let him go make a play, then they could find some success
yeah.
there.
Because the one ball that was in his reach, I mean, he had a defender right there on him, and Tyler Little with his athleticism just caught it, brought it down. No contest at all. It was just an easy catch. So, I mean, yeah, looking for stuff like that for sure. Also, just looking to mix it up, maybe try new things. I mean, when you come down to it and they know what you're running, maybe this is the time to, try to mix it up.
Yeah, sir. Some I I would think Galena could have is maybe some RPOs.
Yeah.
If Zane Turner wanted to keep it, or he just saw a man open like right away, that could throw defense off a little more.
Or just like, he could run it and then if he's contested, pitch it off to Tyler Little or Dawson Mooney. Or maybe Tyler Little with the block, right in front of him. Dawson Mooney to his right. If he sees it, if it's open, he takes the run. He's really good at that. I mean, he showed it many times in the season with punting, with choosing to run or pass. He's great. He's a great runner, and he's also great at decision making.
Yeah, and that Galena defense, they've been good tonight. Their D line's played good. Kobe Myers has gotten through the line and had a pass deflection, and then had a couple QB pressures. It's just they're just one play away. I mean, I think a sack on 2nd down or something could switch the tides a little bit and get the ball back to Galena, and that's something that's huge for the second half for Galena is that if they want to come back in this game, that defense is going to have to make stops and big plays on 3rd down where it's a 4th and long and they have to force Parsons to punt because Parsons has really been getting all they want. Whenever Trey Mack has time in the pocket, he's able to sit in there and he's found a guy most of the time. So that defense, if they can get in there and make it hard for him, then it's going to start there with the comeback.
Yeah, for sure. And also, the corners are doing a good job of being there. Like your defensive, the backs are doing a great job of being there. The problem is they're just not preemptively stopping the catch, which is a hard job to do, especially in high school. But, yeah, just on defense, it's mainly just I think what the Galena is struggling with is the mix-up. They have a really strong run game and they have a really strong passing game. They don't really have one or the other where one's more stacked where they can look out for one more than the other.
Yeah.
It's more of an altogether thing that they have to look out for.
Yeah, so a lot of bright spots and still anyone's game. Bulldogs playing at home, so they got the fan support tonight and great coach behind them. So we'll see what kind of plays he's able to dial up here in the second half to bring his team back from a 13-point deficit at halftime. So you're watching the Galena Sports Live halftime show. We'll be back here shortly to talk a little bit more about the first half and some stats, and then we'll get into some second half expectations or what Galena's.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Do you have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done, roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live halftime show presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the four states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So we're going to get to some stats here from the first half. Zane Turner, 2 tackles. Tyler Little, 4 tackles. Tyson Garrison, 2 tackles. Kobe Myers, 3 tackles. Ty Hall, 1 tackle. Casey Hopkins, 2 tackles. And then Isaiah Dunaway, 2 tackles also. Devin Hetty, also 2 tackles. And then Chase Cottrell with 1. On the other side of the ball, we have only one completed pass by Zane Turner. It was that 27-yard pass to Tyler Little that was caught in the middle of the field. Zane Turner's 1 of 5 on the night. And with rushing, Zane Turner has 6 attempts for 26 yards on the night, which is, we don't see that very often. Most of the games so far this year, he's been over 100 first half, so they're going to have to get him going. And then Dawson Mooney, he's been back, and he's had 13 carries already. Only 28 yards, though, so maybe a little bit more efficiency in the second half from their run game. And Tyler Little has 4 carries for 21 yards. So lots of room to improve.
That is one thing that I've been surprised about coming into this game, is seeing how many carries that Dawson Mooney has gotten. I know he's a great player, but he's just now getting off injury, and they've been running him crazy so far this game.
Yeah, they're
running him crazy and hard too.
Yeah, and he looks like he hasn't missed a beat, but
no, he has not. I mean, he's showing out like he hasn't been injured at all. There's no denying that. It's just, you don't want to risk another injury coming in.
Yeah, so the first half, Galena has 25 penalty yards, and they picked up 6 first downs in the game so far. So if they want to win this one, they're going to need to start picking up some first downs here as they're making their way back onto the field, getting closer to second half kickoff. And still anyone's ball game, and I'm excited to see what Galena comes out with. They're not going to get ball first, but it's key to force that Parsons offense to punt or turn them over on downs, because
Yeah, it's exciting to see both offense and defense them coming back out with something new and something improved to be able to change up the game a little. Coach Sarwinski usually comes out with something new after the half. Like he usually comes with
Yeah. Uh, Bulldogs are going to need some of that Bulldog grit this second half, as it's going to be a very physical second half, and it's going to start with the offensive and defensive line here. That offensive line is going to have to start pushing some defenders around and creating holes, and then that defensive line is going to have to get really active and cause anything for Trey Mack hard to get off and find any receivers because he has plenty of weapons, so it's hard to guard him. Uh, it's almost like Kansas City Chiefs trying to guard them. You just got to get to the quarterback earlier. It's going to make it a lot harder
that
game.
really is the key too, especially with Galena's defensive line. They've really showed out this season. It's definitely it's unfortunate to say, but it may be up to them to get there as soon as they can to the quarterback every play. But the thing is most teams that we've played this season, I've said it, but I'm gonna say it again. They've usually had one thing that they mainly rely on. It's either the pass, the run, or something of that matter. We've played teams that kind of have the dual threat, but they usually leaned on one. This team can do both, which is an unfortunate thing because they can't just solely rush the quarterback. They also have to worry about the running back and the contain.
Yeah.
And Parson also has a few tricky plays up their sleeves that where they'll have everybody out, and then they'll bring the running back in and just go for the pass, kind of throw Galena off. I mean, it is noticeable, it is seen, but it's still
And we haven't seen Trey Mack get out of the pocket much, so he's not as much of a running quarterback. He's either going to hand it off or he's going to throw it. So helps the defense out a little bit, but we're getting closer to second half kickoff. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back here shortly with kickoff to the second half on Galena Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So a couple scores around the area. Baxter Springs down 44-0 to Frontenac. Riverton's up 7-6 on Cherryvale. St. Mary's Colgan leads 20-0 against Columbus, and Girard up 21-0 against Iola. Just started the third quarter there. So that's what's going on around the area. We got a good one here, so make sure you stay tuned in as Galena's just about to get the second half underway when they kick this one away. So hopefully they come out with some poise here and pick up a huge stop. So Garrison returned it. I guess I was too busy reading off some of the starters when watching the coin toss, but that's certainly a positive thing. Galena is going to get it here. Tyson Garrison brings it out to the 37-yard line.
They won the toss and elected the kick. They didn't defer. They elected the kick, which means
So
Oh,
Hopkins lead blocker, Little looking for something there. Picks up 4 on the play.
so what happened there was they won the toss and they elected to kick, which gave Galena the choice in the second half. Yeah, they didn't defer.
Okay, I wasn't sure exactly what happened there, but handoff goes to Mooney. Up the middle, still going, and the defense is going to stand him up just short, a yard or two short. So brings up a 3rd down and 1 from the Galena 46-yard line. QB sneak up the middle and first down Galena. So that'll move the chains with the QB sneak by Zane Turner. So a new set of downs. Good start there for Galena as they're trying to get inside Parsons territory at their own 48-yard line. First down. Handoff goes to Mooney up the middle and turns his back and falls down near the 45-yard line. So good pickup there by Mooney. Exactly what Galena needs. Chunks of yards, 6 yards. They'll take that all day. McNeemer lined up to the near side. Zane Turner will keep this one. Dive over the blocker. And he'll be a yard short again, so pick up a 3.
they're down 1.
So 5 consecutive runs to open this drive as they're trying to make it clear what they want to do is keep running the ball. And Hopkins, Little, and Mooney in the backfield. Little has the first down and brought down at the 39. So moving down the field with efficiency. Great way to start here. Lined up in the same formation with Hopkins, Little, and Mooney in the backfield. Little gets this one again, breaks through some guys, brings that down to the 30. They're going to mark him down at the 29.
Sure.
So very close to that first down marker. And we're going to have an official timeout on the field.
Official timeout.
Oh, signal to run the clock again. And Zane Turner, QB sneak, and there's a whistle flag on the near or the far sideline. offsides defense. So automatic first down for Galena.
Little 5-yard penalty here.
So great job by Galena on the opening drive so far. Trying to cap this one off. One receiver to the far side. Mooney, Turner, and Little in the backfield. Turner looking, bringing around the left and runs that one out of bounds. He's going to pick up 7 or 8 on the play, it looks like.
Yeah, coming out of half, this is definitely what Galena wants to see. Them,
Yeah, they're using Turner, they're using Mooney, and they're using Little.
they're using a lot of Hopkins too. That just to get past that D line is a lot.
Yeah, they're having to. I mean, when St. Turner's running it out there, he has to get almost out of bounds before he cuts up field because that defense is so quick of Parsons. And Mooney, not much there. Loss of 1. And so we have an injury timeout on the field, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back here in a couple short seconds.
Friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
So welcome back to live action on Galena Sports Live. As Galena has a 3rd and 5 they face in Viking territory at their 18-yard line. So looking to continue this drive. They have Hopkins, Mooney, and Little in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Turner's going to roll right, and he's going to keep it. Makes one man miss, brings it inside the 10, so that'll be a first down Bulldogs. It's going to bring that one down to the, looks like about the 7-yard line. It'll be a first and goal from the 8. Handoff goes to Little up the middle and touchdown Bulldogs. Tyler Little with the 8-yard touchdown run up the middle there. Makes it 13-6. And Galena's going to attempt the 2-point conversion here. So Turner or Little up the middle. And no signal yet. They're going to call it no good, as that one was close, but 2-point conversion will be unsuccessful. So Parsons will lead 13-6, but Galena gets on the scoreboard in the first drive of the second half. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here shortly.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the four-states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and students.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live, everyone. Galena gets the 8-yard touchdown run by Tyler Little, and the 2-point conversion was unsuccessful, so Parsons leads 13-6, but Galena makes it a 1-score game. So Anthony Gongora to kick it away for the Bulldogs. Kick fielded at the 20. And return by number 3, Cam Kendrick, down the sideline, and Kendrick's not going to be caught. So he takes and no, there's a flag, 2 flags back where the kick was fielded, or in that area. So what was the call on that? They had a block in the back, and they're going to throw another flag. It's going to come from that Parsons sideline.
And this is Galena showing their composure, even with Parsons yelling things and being unsportsmanlike. Galena right now looks very calm and just ready to play the game of football.
Yeah, so Galena caught a huge break there with that illegal block in the back. The ball is currently at the 29, but a flag came in after they called the block in the back. So they're talking it over right now at that 29-yard line. Still no signal what they're calling. Long talk by the referees. Sure. We're going to call a holding on Parsons too. Oh, huge turn of events for Galena there, as this Parsons drive is going to start at the 14-yard line, it looks like.
That just goes to show it's not all about it's not all just about the game. It's also about just being a good sport and playing the game right.
Yeah, as they picked up 2 penalties there that hurt them, but drop back, throw to Jamarion Washington was the intended receiver, dropped in the backfield though. So brings up 2nd down and 10 now. So Parsons lines up with 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. And Washington in the backfield. Looking, throwing, pass low and incomplete. Zane Turner in coverage. Pass was intended for Jesse Jones, who already has 1 in this game. Crucial play for that Bulldog defense here, as you know he's going to be dropping back to pass, so it's that D-line needs to get in there and make a play. Looking for Kobe Myers or Ty Hall. Dunaway could get in there too. But 3rd down and long. Dropping back, throwing, pass, incomplete. Intended for number 10, Jesse Jones again. That one's incomplete, so brings up 4th down and 10. Just what Galena needed there.
This is the perfect situation for Galena. That not only are they receiving the ball, down only 1 possession, but also they're, I mean, Parsons is kicking against a slight wind too, so they might be able to get good field position coming in here.
Yeah, Parsons is kicking out of their own end zone almost at their own 14-yard line as Zane Turner's back deep near the 50-yard line. Punt takes a bounce at the Parsons 45, rolls into Bulldog territory and downed at the Bulldog 42-yard line. So that's where Zane Turner and the troops are going to start this drive. So we'll see if they can start another drive like they did last drive. Exactly what the doctor ordered here. Start the second half so far.
And even Casey Hopkins is coming back in. He had a moment.
Yeah, he had to be tended to on the sideline, but he's back in there. So Hopkins, Little's going to take the carry up the middle. Through a defender, still on his feet, going into Parsons territory, rumbles down to the 40-yard line where they're going to mark him down. Picks up a 20 yards there on that run. He was initially hit around the 48-yard line and then was able to pick up 8 more there. So a relentless run. Brings it into Parsons territory at the 40-yard line. And ball on the ground, recovered there by Hopkins. IQ to see that and get on the ground before anyone else could.
Hopkins is playing a crucial part to this game so far.
So that actually turned out to be a gain on the play, even though it was fumbled. So it brings up a 2nd down and 4 for Galena. Handoff Little up the middle, has the 1st down. And Little brings that one down to the 26-yard line, I believe. Or we're going to mark him at the 28. So another good run by Little there. As Little takes another one, and a swarm of defenders there. And a guy jumped in late there. Surprised we didn't see a late penalty. Not quite sure what's going on here. But teams are going to the sideline, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back.
There was an injury timeout.
Yeah, he kind of.
They're going to come back in. The player got right up and hopped right out. He wasn't going to let the game be delayed by not a single second on his behalf there.
Yeah, because I saw him down and then he got up and kind of,
Just hopped off, one-footed.
yeah. So 2nd and 6 for Galena. Zane Turner with the direct snap around the left. Still on his feet. Trucks a guy. There is a flag, though. If this stands, it'll be good for a Bulldog first down. But we'll wait and see what the penalty on the play is. They're going to call holding on Galena. So that one negates that big run by Zane Turner. So makes that a 2nd down and 16. Did you hear who they called it on?
No, I'm not entirely sure who they called it on there.
Handoff goes to Mooney and picks up a couple on the play. So brings up a 3rd down and 3. Very crucial for Galena. You'd think it's going to be in the hands of Zane Turner, Tyler Little, or Dawson Mooney here.
Yeah, you just wonder if they're going to take it to the outside edge or try to bust it right straight through the...
And it goes to Little. Little, it's going to be close. I don't think he got it, though. So it's 4th and 1 as he got close. And that'll leave the offense on the field for Galena. So this is where that O-line's got to get big and give those backs some room to pick up a yard to continue this drive. Zane Turner up the middle, got a push, and he has it, and a little bit more as he brings that down past the 15.
Such a crucial play.
Yeah, Zane Turner was able to take it up the middle, and then the extra push from Hopkins, Little, and Mooney were able to help him get 6.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 13-yard line.
So the Bulldogs are driving again. This 3rd quarter's been good to them so far, and we're going to have a timeout called by Parsons. So we're going to take a quick commercial timeout here on Galena Sports Live, and we'll be back here shortly with more Bulldog football.
Have a construction project that just needs that custom touch? Are you looking for a contractor who can get it all done? Roof to floors and everywhere in between? Then call Dustin Sneed at DS Construction. With more than 20 years of industry experience, DS Construction specializes in new construction, roofing, renovations, and more. There's no job too big or small. For a free estimate, call DS Construction at 620-724-0209. That's 620-724-0209.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task.
Welcome back into Galena Sports Live, everyone. Galena has a 1st down and 10 from the Parsons 13-yard line. Huge opportunity here as they're knocking on the door. Zane Turner takes this one. Doesn't have much room there, but he'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, Zane Turner just got caught on his own line there. It's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, didn't have much room to run most of this 3rd quarter. This one gets pitched to Mooney, and he's spun down near the 10. So a pickup of 2 on the play. 1, maybe 2, it looks like. So that brings up a 3rd and 8 with 1:08 to play in the 3rd quarter. So if Galena isn't to get it here on this 3rd down, they're going to go for it on 4th down. So even if they pick up 5 or 6, then that makes it a lot more manageable 4th down call. Zane Turner takes this, hits a guy, falls forward, and they're going to mark him down near the 5. So Galena will be a little bit short, but we're going to have an injury timeout on the field. So we'll take a break on Galena Sports Live and be back here shortly.
Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. That's 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter, proud to support area high schools and student athletes. See the rad in names and numbers. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection.
So welcome back to Galena Sports Live, as they just cleared the injury off the field, but Galena has a 4th and 2 they're looking at as time's winding down on the 3rd quarter, but a crucial 4th down play for them. Goes to Mooney, up the middle, hits a guy, touchdown Bulldogs! Dawson Mooney, first touchdown since his injury with the 5-yard touchdown run off the left guard. Makes it 13-12. Parsons still leads, but Galena has a 2-point conversion coming up that could be crucial, giving them a 1-point lead.
Dawson Mooney's back.
Yeah, that's a great sight to see for the Bulldogs, especially week 6 in the season. Perfect time to get him back. And Mooney runs that one too.
That was very crucial right there.
Mooney does it all there, as he's able to get the 2-point conversion and give the Bulldogs the lead with 23 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
Bulldogs taking the lead for the first time in this game.
Yeah, so we're going to take a short timeout or a quick break on Galena Sports Live. We'll be back here for Galena to kick it away to Parsons.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So Galena takes the lead with the Dawson Mooney 5-yard run off the left guard, and then he's able to convert the 2-point conversion. So a squib kick fielded at the 36 or 7, and Parsons brings it across the 50 into Bulldog territory where that's going to bring out Trey Mack for Parsons. So probably get one play off here in the third quarter, and then it'll be headed to the fourth. We're going to hand this one off up the middle, hit by Mooney and brought down. Ball carrier on the play was Jamarion Washington. Big physical back for Parsons. And they're just going to let the time run out in the third quarter. So Bulldogs lead 14-13, headed to the fourth. Parsons is driving. We got a good game on our hands, folks, so stay with us. We'll be back here shortly on Galena Sports Live.
Is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Coles carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Coles continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Coles Service, 620-724-4121. See more at ColesServiceLLC.com.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, everyone. Handoff goes to Washington. Picks up 5 on the play. Or not 5, it looks like they're going to get 3 or 4. Make it a 2nd down and 6. So Parsons with 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. They pitch it to Washington. Hit hard by Devin Hetty. And picks up maybe 1. So Hetty and Mooney both in there to help bring him down. 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Huge stop here.
Ticket number 212-64311. Picked up the winnings at the man page.
Washington in the backfield. And they got a guy motioning. Handoff goes to Washington. Looking, and Kobe Myers came in behind him and grabbed his ankles to help bring him down. So brings up a 4th down for Galena. So the Galena Bulldogs defense able to force a 4th down. Apologies for technical difficulties right now. We're going to work on getting that fixed. Get you guys the best quality stream. But Trey Mack drops back, looking, throwing, and almost picked off, but turnover on downs. So a huge stop there by Galena defense.
Galena this half came out of the locker room ready to win this game, 100%.
They came out with poise, and their defense is looking to make a play on anything. As they're playing physical, and that's what it's going to take, is just playing more physical, because these are 2 very physical competitors, and if you want to beat an undefeated team, then you can't just go out there and have more skill. So certainly Galena's showed the grit and strength so far this half, so see if they can keep it up here on the offensive side of the ball. Handoff goes to Little, up the middle, turning, still on his legs, brought down at the 40, and it'll be a 1st down for Galena. Huge play there by Tyler Little. Had a guy hit him initially, but he said, I don't care, and he kept going.
Seems to be the Tyler Little classic there.
So clock's under 10 minutes now. And Galena trying. And he's still going near the 50, close to the first down marker. Give him 9 there. Brings up a 2nd and 1. It's at 105. It's going. Here, just fix that.
How much feet is that? Rounds one.
Watch the game through there and do the camera.
So, first down, Bulldogs. As Zane Turner takes it up the middle for the first down.
Turner on the carry.
So Galena brings it into Parsons territory now. So just what. Sorry for the technical difficulties there, folks. We just had quite a bit of drop frames, so we wanted to enhance the quality, but you didn't miss much. The officials have been having a conversation, not sure about what, but they're talking to the Parsons sideline, and they were over here talking to Sarwinski, so we're just waiting to see what they're going to call.
Sometimes I wish you could say stuff over.
You know what we're waiting on there?
Football yards. For some reason. The official on the other side. That's not
So they're going to signal to run the clock. Still unsure of what all that talk entailed, but we're back to live action. So first down and 10, Galena. Handoff goes to Dawson Mooney. Not much there. Picked up a yard, maybe 2. So second down and 9 is what they're going to call it. So Hopkins, Little, and Mooney in the backfield. Handoff goes to Little. Off the right, cuts it back. First down and a couple more. So good run by Tyler Little to keep the chains moving as the clock ticks down near 7:30.
So a little over 102 yards for the night.
So with that, Tyler Little goes over 100 yards rushing on the night. So in this second half, he's really turned it on. And I'm not sure we've seen a pass attempt in this second half, but no reason to right now, right, Cole?
No, definitely no reason to, especially with Casey Hopkins and all these blocks he's allowing us, and the running backs or our run game, they want it. They're showing it. They're running the ball hard. They're running through them. Dawson Mooney coming off an injury and still.
Yeah, and it's not just the running backs, it's the offensive line too. They're getting off the blocks quick and opening those holes up for the running backs, allowing them to get 3, 4, 5 yards. And if you get 4 or 5 yards every time, then that it runs the clock, wears the defense down, and could also result in Galena getting down the field to get in the end zone again, which would be huge here. So Little, Mooney, and Turner's rolling out, throwing, finds Garrison, has the first down, but there is a penalty back at the 30-yard line. And they're going to call holding on Galena. So that touchdown pass from Turner to Garrison will be negated.
It's really unfortunate because that's the exact play. You run the ball the entire half, and then just that one play where you throw it, they're not ready for it.
Yeah,
It's really unfortunate that was wasted on a penalty.
yeah. Parsons was not expecting that at all, as there wasn't a receiver or a defender within 10 yards of Garrison. Yeah, so the officials are going to call timeout as there's a problem with the clock. So they're going to talk that problem over, and then we'll get back to live action. Brings up a 2nd down and 17 for the Bulldogs after that 10-yard holding penalty. So they're going to put 11 seconds back on the clock to 6:21. So Mooney, Little, and Hopkins in the backfield. Handoff goes to Little. Little off the right and almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Pick up a 5, brings up 3rd and 12 for Galena. So it's going to be 4th down territory again. Even if they can pick up 6 or 7 here, that'd make it a lot more manageable on 4th down for them. As Jack Perry lines up to the near side, has Mooney and Garrison in the backfield, fakes the handoff to Mooney. Throwing, looking, finds, looking for Little. There's a penalty on the play as it was intercepted. And he's brought down at the 18-yard line, but we'll wait and see what the penalty is. So we're going to have another injury timeout. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back here shortly to let you know what the penalty on the play was.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Southeast Kansas, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231.
So an eligible man downfield on the Bulldogs, and then pass interference. So that means Parsons is going to take over with 5:23 to play. Galena leads by 1, and it's time for that Bulldog defense to make another stand.
Not as good as a punt, I guess.
So Parsons starts their drive at their own 18-yard line, and there's going to be a penalty. So that's going to be a penalty on Parsons there with the illegal substitution.
Definitely not a play you want to, or a penalty you want to be making with such a close game.
So push them back 5 to their own 13-yard line. So a great chance for Galena here is they have Parsons at their own 13, and they're going to hand this off. Washington, not much pickup of 2 on the play, it looks like. 2 or 3. So brings up a 2nd down and 12. So Galena not afraid at all to go up and make a big hit on Jamarion Washington. Big back for Parsons. Trey Mack looking to throw, finds his guy, and Little helps bring him down. A flag comes in. So we'll wait and see what the penalty is. No good, so to their own and throws. Nobody. So holding on the defense, replay set. So Mac 2. Brings it up to the
It's the first time this half that
Galena needs to kill line of scrimmage, but able to pick up.
a little bit of their intensity that they had earlier.
Handoff goes.
Looking for.
Yeah, that was a great tackle. So pushed out of trying to run a little bit.
Grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 630. Roto-Rooter.
Southeast Kansas and Mercy Clinic Orthopedic.
This comes down to the game. If
And a flash. So we'll wait and
Owned and operated, G Bank has been yet small enough to provide you.
The farmer's friend in the field is Crop Care. With their industry-leading crop scouting, Crop Care can catch diseases, bugs, and other yield-robbing issues before they affect your bottom line. Crop Care also offers grid soil sampling and plant sampling with lab-tested results, giving you an unmatched advantage. With coverage across the entire region, Crop Care has insight that can help you avoid problems before they start. Give Kurt or Josh Harris a call at 620-687-4795. Crop Care, the name says it all.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast.
we're currently in a injury timeout right now. You guys haven't missed anything. We're just fixing up a couple things with our internet there. So it'll be a 4th down and 9 coming up. So we're going to stay on commercial, and then once they got it cleared up, we'll be right back. All right, so they just about got everything cleared up. So 4th down and 8 here, and Bulldogs need a huge stand.
all comes down to this here. Let's go.
And takes snap, rolls right, looking to throw, pass, out of bounds, incomplete. And Galena's going to win this game. 2:16 to play, and Parsons only has 1 timeout, so they can't.
Well, not for sure. Watch it, Cooper. Don't be saying stuff too early. We still got to get the first down.
2:16 to play here, so Galena's going to use all that time clock. They still haven't broke the huddle. Play clock's at 14, so Coach Sarwinski might elect to use a timeout here. And Turner snaps it, hands it off to Mooney. Not much there at all. 2 or 3 on the play.
Parsons calls their last final timeout right there.
So 2:10 to play as Parsons takes their last time out. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here shortly.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
So welcome back to live action on Galena Sports Live. 2nd down and 8's what Galena faces here, as Parsons can't stop the clock again. Mooney out of the game temporarily. They have Qualls, Little, and Hopkins in the backfield. Little will take this one up the middle near the 1st down, and he gets it. So Little with the 10-yard carry for the 1st down is going to seal this one.
25. Yeah, so they should be able to kneel it here and take the win.
Yeah, it should be victory formation.
Looking for a phone. We may have it up here in the booth.
So clock's going to tick down to 1:32 before Galena snaps it, and Turner just takes that one up the middle, picks up 3 or 4 on the play. Zane Turner. So clock's going to be able to tick under 1 minute before the Galena snaps it next.
This has been a tremendous game coming in. Galena first half wasn't looking promising, and then comes out at halftime, and why are we calling a timeout? Okay.
Play clock was running down, so Sarwinski decided to use one of his 3 timeouts he has remaining. So we're going to take a quick break here on Galena Sports Live.
Mercy Specialty Hospital in Southeast Kansas is an innovative healing environment for surgery, specialty care, physical therapy, imaging, and wellness programs. With all private rooms and spa-like surroundings, they offer a patient-centered experience like no other. Next door is Mercy Clinic Orthopedics that focuses on eliminating the discomfort caused by injuries and disorders of the bones, spine, and joints. You'll be treated at their full-service facility with state-of-the-art equipment. Both are centrally located in Galena, Kansas, near downtown Joplin to serve the 4 states area. Learn more at mercy.net.
Welcome back to Galena Sports Live, presented by Mercy Specialty Hospital, Southeast Kansas, and Mercy Clinic Orthopedics, providing an innovative healing environment for the 4 states. See all their state-of-the-art services at mercy.net. So 51 seconds to play in the game. 2nd down and 7. And Galena is going to be in victory formation, as they're going to kneel that down and then kneel it down one more time, and that'll seal the deal. So it's been a great comeback win for Galena, as they were able to shut Parsons out in the 2nd half and show great resiliency, coming back, sticking to what they do best, which is running.
Running and defense for sure.
They proved me and Cole wrong. We're saying maybe some more passes, and if someone one pass, it would have been a touchdown, but called back due to penalty. So they kneel that one down, and Galena's going to move to 4-2 with this win over Parsons. Huge win, making Parsons 5-1, giving them their first loss of the year. And in the first half, Galena didn't look the best, but they came out in the 2nd half. Defense was amazing, getting 3 stops. Didn't allow much yards at all.
This one this win was tremendous for Galena. This shows that they aren't just they're not just beating, lower, I wouldn't say lower end teams, but teams like Baxter who aren't as, high up rated and all that. But this is a real team and they came out today ready to win for sure.
Yeah, and Parsons ain't no easy task. I mean, Parsons didn't take an hour road trip down here for no reason, and Galena showed him whose house it was tonight.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah,
Bulldog,
definitely. And they had that perfect record team too. I mean,
yeah, and you hear the fireworks going off after that good win by Galena. Showed a lot of resiliency in
Yeah.
that tonight.
There was a lot of ups and downs this game for sure, Cooper.
Yeah,
I mean, the first half, I was worried. They went up 2 possessions. You're watching Galena; they're struggling on the offensive and defensive side, kind of getting run over. And I was like, maybe they should come out second half trying to pass it more, trying to mix up, try new things. We weren't really sure what they should do.
yeah,
And then no, they came out just tried and true, and just with the passion that they needed and the I don't know, coach most motivated them or something because they came out of that locker room ready to win. They knew they were going to win when they left that locker room, and they did.
yeah. And that wasn't just a couple players. That was a full team win right there.
Yeah.
The offensive line was great in the second half. I mean, those guys were pushing the defensive line everywhere, creating holes for Tyler Little and Dawson Mooney and Zane Turner. I mean, they were just picking and choosing who they wanted to run at that point, and that's what was able to lead them to victory tonight. So
Yeah, and also one player I want to give a shout out to is Casey Hopkins for sure. I mean, he had that fumble recovery, which was definitely crucial, and also all those blocks he was giving. I mean, without those blocks and without that changeup of him being there to allow them to get past that defensive line and the bulk of the players and give them that open field,
yeah,
they would have been in big trouble this game.
yeah. And if you think about it this way, I mean, Galena was still down 13-6 at the time of that fumble that Hopkins recovered. It was near midfield, and that would have given Parsons great field position. So
Yeah, it would have changed the game
great
completely.
job by that young man to get on top of that and keep his team in it. And then the offensive line, and I mean, even him, they were able to do the rest and punch that in. And then huge 2-point conversion. So gives them huge momentum for the rest of the season. I mean, Galena's looking as good as anybody that they played so far. I mean,
Yeah.
if
I
they
mean,
would have,
after seeing this, I have no doubt that they wouldn't beat, or at least, it would be a great game against Copal and even Girard. I could see the games being a lot closer and a lot harder for those other opposing teams.
yeah, and the first half wasn't the prettiest football they played all year, but they showed what made them such a great team, and they didn't just fall apart as a team after that first half. They went in the locker room, figured out the plan of attack for the second half, and they were able to come out and execute it. So that's going to give them great momentum moving into next week against St. Mary's Academy, team out of the Kansas City area. So St. Mary's Academy is 3-3 on the season, and still not going to be an easy win for Galena. They got to prepare like it's a state championship. So there's no cakewalk in the park at this point.
Definitely not.
So that'll about do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to Galena Sports Live, and we'll be live next week from Galena.